What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wild Rift University, and I have an excellent video for you today. We're going to be looking at my friend Zero's gameplay on Yasuo. And just so you know, my friend Zero, he's actually not part of the NEA server or NA server. He's part of the SEA server. And he is actually the number 5 ranked Yasuo at over 15,600 points. He is Grandmaster and Immortal 4, just to kind of give you an idea of his rank. He doesn't actually go for Challenger, he says usually after he hits Grandmaster, he stops playing, and then just plays Legend Q until he hits Immortal. And then he kind of just messes around. So he's not super interested in hitting Challenger, but he is a one-trick Yasuo player. And I know lots of people love Yasuo gameplay. So also this video is also going to be muted simply just because I did not create the sound on it. So I didn't want to have it to where you couldn't hear any of the talking. And all you could hear was just slashing and clanging and the noise of abilities. So he is a one-trick Yasuo player, like I said. And this is an interesting matchup because Garen beats Yasuo pretty hard early if you're very aggressive. So what I kind of want to see from him is patience. And by what I mean is like that doesn't mean just not trading, but he's not trying to trade health for gold. He's more so trying to get experience. And then when a good opportunity arrives to trade, then he goes for it. He really wants to utilize trades around his passive, kind of like right there, like you saw, like he had his passive up and then he goes in. If this was also me personally, I would probably, for more like extended trades, I would like to go bone plating. Now, he's a lethal tempo guy on Yasuo, but this game he is going Conqueror as well. I didn't really get to hear exactly what his thoughts were on lethal tempo versus Conqueror. From what I've talked to him in the past, he prefers lethal tempo because there's different combos you're able to pull off on Yasuo. Early game, he says. It's kind of like what his opinion is. So when you kind of get in a matchup like this, like that was a really good time to push right there because since the Garen went back, he quickly hard pushed it so that way he could get it back in. Because otherwise, like the Garen can completely control the wave. But because the Garen kind of backed up early before he should have just continued the lane dominance because he got some good pokes in because he traded around his passive. He was able to get that quick clear and then get a good back in, okay? And he really didn't lose that much to the Garen. Like I said, he didn't even lose a single minion. And then right here now he can try and set up like a little bit of a freeze, which is kind of what he's doing, which works great because it keeps the Garen in a position where he's got to be vulnerable and then keeps him in a position where he can play safe and not be all in and dove by the Garen. Because right now at the start, he doesn't want to take long trades. He really has to be patient. And I think, like I said, if you guys watch my streaming, I talk about it a lot, and just even in my videos, a lot of the reason why people lose this game is they refuse to be patient. All they want to do is fight and they want action. They're not willing to do what it takes to win the game. And a lot of times it's being very patient and looking for the proper opportunity to go in. And sometimes that means being bored out of your mind for like 2 minutes. And a lot of people can't handle that. They just want to do what they want to do. And see, like right here, because of his patience, he blew his flash. He's got a chance to maybe get a kill here. He gets away with 1 HP. That's just unlucky. So, but like he completely outplayed him there and makes him have to back. Now he's got a good opportunity here. If he stays, he might be able to kill him here. Yeah, since he's kind of regenerating his health, that's an annoying thing about going against a Garen. Yeah, hopefully he goes back. Yep, there you go. Let's say if he's going to stay, he needs to get a little bit more health. If not, he should have backed right away. So here, backing up when the Garen goes in, got a nice little trade in. I would have actually tried and gone for a little trade right there. I would have zoomed in and tried to get a little trade, especially since his Q is down. That's going to be where his primary damage is going to be coming from. Or, well, the silence part of his damage. Like, his damage is really going to come from his W. But he should be able to kill him right here pretty easily. Yep. And then just easy kill. But like in the very beginning, if he would have just been super aggressive, the Garen would have out-traded him. Now he's kind of starting to scale. And the push here was a good thing. It's just, it wasn't really, I mean, there wasn't really much you can do. I would have pushed there as well. The Kha'Zix just was unfortunately there. Now, he's playing Legend Q right now. So, I mean, I think it's okay to push because you wouldn't expect him to be there right away. If it was a 5-man game, then yeah, you kind of expect him to be there right away. But because it's Legend Q, pushing out that wave there wasn't really a bad decision. It just ended up being unfortunate for him. So now he's got 3,849 gold, and the Garen has 3,342 gold. So he's controlling the wave really well. Here, I would just be pushing out the wave real fast and then looking to see where I can help my team at. Because it looks like the Garen and the Lucian, unfortunately, he missed that Canyon Minion. Yeah, so I like to rotate here. Unfortunately, misses that. He can maybe get to his team, though, help out. He should be able to get something here. He should be able to get a kill. Yep, nice kill there. I would go and try and help secure the dragon now, especially since you're down here. You might as well help secure the dragon. Or make sure the dragon's secure is probably the better way. If the dragon's secure, rotating back top would be good, but the dragon wasn't secure, so staying down here, especially since the jungler wasn't there, staying down there to help secure it is definitely the better bet, for sure. Here, if the Lucian stays, definitely be able to get a kill. Lucian backs up, though, so here I'd be looking to get it back in. That way, yeah, so you can stop the Garen from pushing. He's got static shift right now, and it looks like he's building into... well, that's interesting. He built a bow, but then he also just built another knife. So, but I think he's building Bork. But, I could be wrong there. He definitely has all-in potential now. He's way stronger than the Garen. And that was a beautiful tornado right there. Oh, my gosh. Just an insane tornado. Garen just gets away. But, yeah, he's super strong right now. He's 3-1 with the static shift. Yeah, hopefully he could probably... Ooh, not under the tower. I was going to say, he could probably kill him if he chases, but he didn't chase. So whole team right now, they're winning pretty hard. It's 10-3, about a 5K gold damage or gold lead right now, which is pretty good gold lead for 7 minutes, honestly, 5K. Both teams, though, do have pretty good scaling, I would say. Senna's infinite scaling, Kha'Zix's legs game is ridiculous. Garen with the buff is pretty strong. Everyone knows Varus is pretty insane. So late game, both teams still have a very strong team fight. And both teams have really great scaling, so game could go either way. I would still say I think his team's late game scaling is a little bit better because I love Set into games with just in general because his priority that he gives to objectives is amazing. All you have to do is just save your ult for the Kha'Zix, or you may have to save your ult for the Varus because if you watch Worlds, Varus is basically a better smiter than Smite. I also, speaking of Smite, just kind of a little off subject, I do not like the fact that they dropped it to 800. There are so many champions that can do damage to monsters above 800. It's insane. I feel like nobody should be able to really outsmite the jungler, in my personal opinion. I don't think it's... Let me say that. So you can outsmite the jungler, but I think it should only be if the jungler messes up his timing. Smite should have priority over all abilities, in my personal opinion. But that's just me. That's just me. A lot of people may not agree with me there. Great read off the Set, man. Because that is a fast knockup. So he was definitely ready there. He clearly probably had his screen on the team fight. There's no other way he's ready for that little knockup. Because that Set knockup is less than a second. So just great positioning. I don't know if all the other thing that you guys are noticing. When he's dashing in, he's also utilizing his S1 or Q, whatever you guys want to call it. So he's doing his S3, S1 at the same time for an animation cancel. I don't know if you guys are noticing that while he's doing team fights and just while he's fighting in general. As he dashes, he casts his Q so that way he gets rid of the automation cancel, and that way it resets his auto attacks faster. So I don't know if you're noticing that. That is one of the really cool things that he's doing while he's fighting as well. I also really like how he is looking to mirror this Garen in a lot of ways. I think a lot of times what happens, top laners own their lanes, but then they get so focused on roaming around with their teammates that they stop like keeping their enemy behind. And then when they do that, basically what happens is the enemy top laner gets back ahead, and then they're able to help snowball the game and carry the game. He's doing a really good amount of when he sees the Garen trying to split push, he denies the split push, but then he still is grouping with the team in order to help win because he is really strong. Because like right now he has the second most gold in the game. The only person above him is the Graves. He tried to do a dash through the wall right there, but he kind of messed it up a little bit. Ooh, excuse me, guys. And if you haven't watched some of my other videos, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. We just got over 300. I think what my goal for this month is, I would like to hit, I'd like to hit 500 by the end of this month. I think I'm going to try and make that my goal for this month. If we could hit 500 by the end of this month, that would be awesome. Maybe that's a hard goal to hit. I don't really know, but hey, that's the goal that I'm going to set for myself. 500 subs by the end of this month. And we're going to be doing some more videos. Like I said, this channel isn't going to be just about me. Like, I'm a good player. I can play all roles. Last season, Grandmaster. This season, Grandmaster. Last season, Vanquisher 1. This season, so far, Vanquisher 1 as well. Are all my peaks so far for last season and this season. But I'm friends with lots of really high-ranked players. I'm speaking with the, I think it was the number 5 Lux last season. He doesn't play Lux anymore. He's been playing Katarina. I'm going to make a video on his Lux. And then one of the top-ranked Corkis, one of the top-ranked Echoes as well, the number 1 Ziggs. So going to have a lot more videos of other people playing other champions and other roles so we can watch their gameplay and learn from them as well, how they play these other champs. Because the truth of the matter is, like, I can play like any champ, but to play it at a high level, I can't do that. Like, I have about 16 champs that I can play at about a Grandmaster level, and most of those are jungle champions for the most part, to be honest with you. And then I just have like my 1 or 2 champs in every role that I can play if need be. So I love this rotate right here. Like, I love that he first pushed the wave out and then rotated. Now, he could have just continued to push the wave and got the tower, but I think what he was kind of thinking is like, hey, I want to push out this wave and then join my team, and then maybe we get a bigger reward. Because if he wouldn't have hit that ult on him, they would have got a double kill, and they would have got a lot. They would have easily got that mid tower and then 2 towers bot lane. So I don't think it was terrible. Securing that mid tower would have been great, and I think it would have been an okay thing for him to do, but I also don't think it was a bad rotation because he was there on time, so his calculation of time for the rotation was still pretty good. So I don't think it was bad, but he also could have just taken a couple seconds to just take the tower. Once again, it's a neither here nor there type of rotation, not technically a bad decision either way. But I do always like securing the objective right away. Gold lead's definitely increasing. They're currently at about a 7K gold lead now, which is pretty huge. And now he is still the second most gold in the game, but the team's kind of really rolling pretty well. He hasn't really gotten a kill in a while. He's still 4-1. And right now, so I like this right here. So the whole enemy team is top lane, and his teammates are rushing there. But I like how he was going through the jungle, which I always love that rotation, going through the jungle, because it gives you the option to choose, like, okay, if you're heading like if you're top jungle, then you're like, do I want to go top? Do I want to go mid? If you're heading bottom jungle, it gives you the option, do I want to go mid? Do I want to go top? So here he went mid jungle, and he kind of assesses it. Okay, should I go mid? Should I go top? He decided going top because most of the enemies are showing towards the top lane. So by pushing this bot, it's giving him kind of a lot of map priority for the team. And then he knew that he was getting dove because he saw the Garen on there and he saw the Varus. Honestly, the Varus should have just gone in on him. I get why the Varus probably didn't, though, because the Garen wasn't there in time. If the Varus would have showed up before the Garen got there, Yasuo would just jumped on him and killed him right away. No problem. Okay, this 3v1 should pack up, but the set's there. Nice ult on the Garen. Cleans up the Garen. Double kill on the Varus. Good tornadoes. One of the main reasons why I suck at Yasuo, I'm not going to lie, is I suck at hitting his tornadoes. Also, this skin is pretty cool. I do like this skin. He can kill this easily. Oh, he got hit, though. Oh, but he still got him. Nice. I don't know why she didn't start running away the second she got hit. Or the second she hit him. Because there's no way he's going to kill Yasuo. Yasuo is 7-1 right now. So he's carrying the game. And also, I think I don't know what that's called. The one that takes down towers. I've never really seen a Yasuo take that before, so I think that's kind of interesting as well. But he is playing top, so it makes sense. Once again, like I said, he's a one-trick Yasuo, plays Yasuo in all roles. He actually sent me an ADC Yasuo video first, but I just liked this top one more because I feel like people actually play Yasuo top and Yasuo mid. I've seen I see a Yasuo mid Yasuo ADC like maybe one every 100 games or something like that. So I felt like this one would be a little more relevant for you guys. If you are somebody who plays Yasuo and you actually like playing Yasuo top. I personally do not like Yasuo top. I think Yasuo top is troll. Let me rephrase that. I think it's viable in small situations, but when people play it like, no, Yasuo top is good, I don't think they're right. I think it works in some situations. Most situations it does not work in either. Once again, super strong. And like I said, all this that he's able to do right now, it's simply because like in the beginning of the game, he was patient and he allowed himself to trade around when he had an advantage. He utilized his momentary advantages to create permanent advantages, okay? Whereas lots of players, like, they're just not willing to do that. Ooh, that really sucks right there. The set should not have jumped over it. But luckily, they're still able to get it. Oh, he gets a great ult off right there. Another double kill. He might be able to catch. No. Okay, she's going to get away. And they should be able to, yeah, they end the game right here. They have all dead. The whole team's just rushing. And that should end the game right there. Yep. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Got to see one of the top-ranked Yasuo players. Like I said, he's the SEA server. He's ranked number 5 in the SEA server. Anyways, guys, look forward to seeing you in the next one.